but I actually came here when I was 15 years old. I'm originally from Poland. I came here when I was still in my country. It was a communist country, so we really didn't know anything about anything that's outside of what's going on. I will do video on that some other time, but I want you to hear this story. Please just watch the video. When I first came to Canada, yeah, I know I'm white, and I am about to talk about Black History Month and why this message needs to come from a white girl, white chick like me. I'm fully prepared for backlash, but I'm also hoping that my audience will keep an open mind, because I do. A Black History Month needs to be celebrated by everyone, especially by white people. The equality needs to be celebrated. My story, when it comes to my love for Africa, started actually when I came to Canada. In Poland, not only do we never see a Black person, we have never really heard much of anything outside of what was really given to us and fed to us by propaganda, by communist government. So we really don't know, or we didn't know. In any case, the first shows here, my mom and dad went to church to celebrate New Year's. And my mom thought it would be beautiful, since I was so stubborn and learning English, that she got me an English movie with Polish subtitles, just in case. And it's actually based on Margaret Mitchell's book called Gone with the Wind. And it is a story my mom thought it would be beautiful because there's this heroine called Scarlett O'Hara. My mom knew the story. I guess, I don't know how. And she thought I would too. I was huge reader. I mean, for my 12th birthday, I asked for Encyclopedia Britannica. I was just one of those kids. I read Tolstoy when I was also 12. By the time I was 14, I finished pretty much all of Shakespeare. And yes, I'm fluent in Russian, Polish, Ukrainian, can speak Spanish, Italian, Latin. But this isn't about that. This is a story, really a human story. When I watched that movie, I was fully prepared for a romance movie, which is what my mom told me. To my horror, I didn't see the romance in the beginning. What I saw was slavery. I was so confused. I had to Polish dictionaries, and I had to look it up. And I had some history books. I had to look that up too. And in Polish books, we didn't, well, at that time, at least the ones I had, didn't really touch much on that subject. So I went to the library later on. My whole life changed because of that movie. Because this was a movie about Abraham Lincoln freeing. It was basically about the fight of the North versus the South in U.S. The emancipation of Black people, the equality, the end of the slavery. And truly, when I started digging through history, even though it already started with Britain and also with some other European countries and so forth, the real freedom of slavery did not fully take place until America did it. And Abraham Lincoln did exactly that. For me, watching that movie, I didn't see the romance at first. I saw terror. I saw what made me cry. Because while I was from a communist country where, quite frankly, we were in a different kind of slavery, but our slavery was equal for everybody. We were all slaves of that movement, of that control. And I believe this needs to be told through my eyes as a white girl from Europe that came to North America and first encountered what really was going on. I saw, and I really encourage every single person to either read the book or watch that movie to understand what I mean. That was my first, that was the first time I saw anything that wasn't white. And I saw what humans do to each other. And I cried. And I cried so hard. And I watched it over again and again. And I was up all night. My parents came home around 3 o'clock in the morning. And they saw the terror, the shock on my face, and they thought something bad happened. And I said, yeah, something very bad happened, but not to me. I said, Papa, where did you bring us? And I explained. And I told them that, yes, we were also slaves in many ways, but not this kind. This was inhumane. This was wrong. And I applaud Lincoln. If Nobel Prize was around at that time, I would have really voted that he gets the very first one for unity, for peace. So my story has changed ever since then. That was when I sat down and I said, when I get a chance to, I want to make an impact. I want people to know that we're not all the same, that white people aren't all like that. Racism goes both ways. I've experienced it from the other direction. I don't blame it because, because of what happened, because of what white people did. I can't apologize enough for what has happened. But what I can do is attempt to show that really we are all the same. My team, for example, is all from Africa. Well, mostly. I'm in Canada, so I guess that it's not all Africa. But every single one of them is my crown jewel. There is absolutely no judgment. In fact, there's nothing but love. I do not treat anyone here or in Africa any lesser than I would my own color. But I think we all need to start being proud of being colorblind. So I wanted to do this video with beautiful pictures. I want people here who are so lost when it comes to their identity, because we have so misrepresented and skewed the history of Africa. Because most of the history here, even here in Canada and US, most of that history is told through the eyes of the white man or through the funding of organizations where even the black people that I hear are skewed or pressured to say this is the truth. And the truth is that Africa needs to be proud as a continent. It needs to be proud of all of its accomplishments. Our human story has really started in Africa, nowhere else. The very first language came from Africa. And as a closet linguist, I can tell you there's a difference between a dialect and a language. A dialect is something that's spoken, a language is actually written. And the very first writings have been discovered in Africa. In fact, Egypt used to be part of Africa as well. So the pyramids weren't really built by white people or anything else, or mixed races. Africa invented how to build homes, architecture. Africa has invented languages. So much beauty that comes from there. There's unity among people. Yes, Africa needs to unite as well. The tribes of all different countries, within countries even, need to unite and start seeing past all that stuff. Because Africa is beautiful and it should be proud. And Africa used to be the first world. I will not go into any other details right yet. I just wanted to leave that message because I think it's a message that needs to be spread. I think it's a message of love, of unity. It needs to be a message of equality. We are all the same. We are. So what? We're slightly different colors. Who cares? God made us all that way, didn't he? We should all be proud of that. As far as I'm concerned, Africa is gorgeous. And it's got some of the most beautiful talent. My team is that talent. The success of everything we're doing is that talent. I initially started coaching and mentoring, and it turned out that it became my inspiration. They helped me stand up, get up. And this is my opportunity right now to say that message of love and unity. If it stirs things up, that's okay. Because maybe that's exactly what we need. Please subscribe and watch because we will do more videos on this.